Hey, hello everyone. This is Dr. Kerry Brackett once again, part of the 100 Authors to Watch in 2025 movement. I wanted to get on here to actually share a snippet of my book that's currently out now. It's called Shadows at Sundown. It's available on Amazon and Kindle. I'm just going to read part of one of the chapters in the book, just so you'll see what's going on with James and Nikki, a black couple that encounters a sundown town. Morning came slowly to the small town, the first rays of sunlight creeping over the horizon, casting long shadows across the quiet streets. James and Nikki awoke to the dim light filtering through the thin curtains of their motel room, the whispers of the previous night still echoing in their minds. Though the sun had risen, the town remained shrouded in an uneasy silence, a stark contrast to the bustling energy they were used to in the city. James stretched, trying to shake off the unease that clung to him like cobwebs. "We should get going as soon as we can," he said, glancing over at Nikki, who was still wrapped in the motel's thin blankets. Nikki nodded, rubbing the sleep from her eyes. "Yeah, let's grab some breakfast and see if we can find somebody to help with the car. I feel better once we hit this road." After a quick shower and a change of clothes, they left the motel and ventured back into the heart of the town. The streets were beginning to show signs of life, with a few early risers going about their morning routines. Yet, the same sense of watchful silence lingered, as if the town itself was holding its breath. Their first stop was the diner they had visited the night before. It seemed to be one of the few places open, and the prospect of a hot meal was too tempting to resist. As they entered, the bell above the door jingled softly, announcing their presence to the sparsely populated room. The same young Latino waitress from the previous night was behind the counter, pouring coffee for a couple of regulars who sat hunched over their steaming mugs. She looked up as James and Nikki entered, offering a tentative smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Morning," she greeted, her voice carrying a hint of the accent that seemed to permeate this part of the country. "Morning," James replied, returning her smile with one of his own. "Could we get a couple of menus?" The waitress nodded, handing them 2 laminated sheets. "Can I get you some coffee to start?" "Yes, please," Nikki said, taking a seat in a booth by the window. The view was of the main street, where a few pedestrians moved with purpose, their faces obscured by the morning sun. James joined her, scanning the menu as the waitress disappeared into the kitchen. "I wonder if anyone here knows about a mechanic," he mused, glancing around the diner. "Someone's got to be able to take a look at the car." As if on cue, an older man seated at the counter turned slightly, his interest piqued by their conversation. "You folks having car trouble?" he asked, his voice gruff but not unfriendly. James nodded. "Yeah, our car broke down just outside town. We're hoping to find someone who can help." The man sipped his coffee, considering. "Well, there's Chuck. He runs the garage over on Gulf Street. Might be able to help if he's not too busy." "Thank you," Nikki said, grateful for the lead. "We can head over there after breakfast." The waitress returned with their coffee, setting the cups down with a practiced ease. "Just a good guy," she said, having overheard the conversation. "But like I said last night, this town isn't the safest place after dark." So again, this is Shadows at Sundown. Make sure you go to Amazon.com or Kindle to get it. My name is Dr. Kerry Brackett, and I will see you.